After having to follow Black Goku back in the future where he now currently resides, after weeks' anticipation, excitement, speculation, and build-up, Black has finally found his way back into the past as he preps to steal more of Goku's powers in order to perfect his abilities. Meanwhile, now we have Beerus and Whis questioning Black's abilities as to where his energy originally came from, as we draw ever so closer to finding out who and what Black exactly is in comparison to Zamasu, in which case in this particular episode, guys, we're traveling out to Universe 10 to find us some answers. Welcome, Dragon Ball Super fans, to my official Dragon Ball Super episode 52 review entitled Master and Pupil Reunion, Son Gohan and Future Trunks, leading into the next exciting episode of Dragon Ball Super episode 53. Now keep in mind, guys, there will not be an episode coming up this week. Dragon Ball Super resumes July 30th / July 31st, in case you guys are wondering. Again, everybody, please be warned that this video will contain loads and loads of spoilers. A fair warning, so if you guys don't want anything spoiled for you, simply fast forward the video, go watch the episode, come back so we can talk more Dragon Ball Super down in the comments. Please don't also cry in the comments about being spoiled by the thumbnail or any of that, because nothing is being said or shown that you guys don't already know. And once again, quick plugs before we begin. If you guys are new to this channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button for all the latest in Dragon Ball news, updates, What If Battles, Xenoverse 2, and much more content, guys. Daily uploads and daily videos for you guys to watch and enjoy. So I thank you all so very much for supporting the channel greatly, as I always do. Be sure to spread the word about Unreal ENT Gaming. Be sure to also check out the description down below for lots of goodies and updates and contact information so we can interact for more Dragon Ball Super content. And of course, with that being said, the translations to this episode, in case you guys are wondering how I was able to pick up on the dialogue prior to the subs coming out, was translated by none other than Herms98 on Twitter. As always, he is the first person to provide us with the translations first, so thank you so much, sir, for that. The subs will be out tomorrow morning, so I really hope you guys go ahead and enjoy. But needless to say, we pick up right where we left off. Finally, Gohan is introduced to Future Trunks. I mean, it was a reunion that was kind of unsettling for Trunks, because to his reaction, he didn't really expect to see the Gohan that he saw. And again, I'm going to go ahead and explain more of that in my breakdown review. But the animation in this episode was relatively good. Some people often have complained over the weeks about animation, but the animation has definitely picked up over the course of a few episodes. Now, the episode starts off right where we left off with, of course, Bulma working on the time machine, and it was actually very interesting to see little Trunks there just staring at Mai while Mai was helping out his mom trying to rebuild the time machine. Bulma using the future Bulma notes to go ahead and repair the machine, because again, she has little to no understanding how the time machine works. Future Bulma has more information as to how that operates and whatnot, but we see Trunks, he tells Mai to come alongside with him, and they're going off somewhere, and with that, he tries to play off as if he's some sort of like macho man and stuff. He puts like this saw behind his back as if it was actually a sword, trying to imitate you know, his future self. But then we see Vegeta in the gravity room, and he's actually motivated to train due to the events and due to all of the things Black has done to his family, because keep in mind, he's hurt his son, he's killed his wife, he's destroyed his entire home. So Vegeta is actually motivated to go on ahead and train even harder than ever before to defeat this person, which kind of like lingers to me, at least, that Vegeta's gonna have a huge role to play here, and he's motivated to train by all the terrible things Black has done to his family. So we get to see Beerus and Whis, they're talking on over certain things, and Goku's hungry, and Whis is recapping the events of Black versus Goku. He's actually paying attention to certain things, Whis being the investigator that he is, and he's just taking notes and trying to analyze as to, you know, how Black fights, how he operates. And then we pan on over back to Trunks. He's having a nightmare. He's actually recapping the events of what happened in his homeworld when you know, Black showed up and he destroyed Mai, he destroyed his planet and whatnot. So he wakes up, he grabs his sword, and almost as if he was actually there, he tries to go on ahead and slash Black, but he's not there. It's all a nightmare. And we see him, we pan on over to where Bulma was fixing the time machine, and little Mai is just like so like fascinated by Future Trunks. It's actually very disturbing. But then we pan on over to Krillin, Piccolo, and Trunks, and mind you, Krillin and Piccolo, they're shoveling dirt. I mean, it's totally disrespectful if you ask me. Piccolo at one point was one of the most badass characters in Dragon Ball Z, and now he's just resorted to shoveling dirt and trying to go on ahead and just, you know, fix things up around like the premises, which is kind of like weird if you ask me. But we see, you know, Trunks ask Krillin and Piccolo about Future Gohan, and he pretty much, you know, asked them where he can find him. So Piccolo and Krillin basically tell Future Trunks, don't bother taking Gohan with you to the future. He's a scholar now, he's not a martial artist, which again is kind of messed up, because Gohan at some point was a badass, and now he's, I mean, confirmed by Piccolo and Krillin he's not, which is very sad. But as predicted, the time machine runs on the blue junk that Monaka was helping Bulma with, so she's essentially trying to find more of that. But we get to see Future Trunks, he's traveling to go find Gohan, and again, when he finds Gohan, it just, to his surprise, his reaction was just like, oh man, you are not the same person person that I once saw back when I was, you know, here fighting Cell with you. So what does Gohan do once he meets Trunks? He offers him fucking ice cream. These dudes are eating ice cream. This is clear proof. If there was ever a time where someone was gonna say, well, what happened to Gohan? Ice cream, guys. Ice cream happened to Gohan. We get to see Gohan and future Trunks eating ice cream, which was, again, very, like, Trunks is just like, what in the hell happened to this guy? So we see Trunks, he's looking at Gohan, and he's like, this can't be the same person. This just can't be the same person that was once fighting Cell with me. So we get to see Gohan talk to Trunks about, hey, what's going on? And that's when Gohan introduces, you know, Videl and Pan to Trunks. And what was very, very funny about this was the fact that Pan was actually starting a lot of trouble. She was squirting milk at Trunks. She was squirting milk at Mr. Hercule. She was squirting milk at everyone, essentially. She was trying to pull, you know, Trunks' sword away from him. She pretty much damaged the entire room, and Gohan was in shock because Pan was there. She was playing tug-of-war with Trunks. She was trying to get his sword, and Gohan was pretty much irate by that because obviously his little daughter is, like, causing trouble, but of course she's an infant, so Trunks didn't really understand what was going on, especially once he had become Great Saiyaman and whatnot. So again, this episode, guys, to recap it in short terms, this was a very lore building episode in terms of Gohan and what he's become. Even towards the very end, when we see Trunks pretty much have tears in his eyes, he was actually imagining himself, you know, having dinner with his mom, even with Mai, and to realize that that was taken away from him from Black was just heartbreaking. So towards the end, we get to see him look around and ask where Goku was, and Goku is heading towards Universe 10, guys, in which case finally he meets Zamasu at the very, very end. We see Zamasu, it looks like he's just pushing a cart full of, like, tea and stuff, so maybe, just maybe, he does have someone who's above him, and he's just trying to go on ahead and comfort them by bringing them some tea and whatnot. We don't really know, but again, we'll find out more of that as the weeks on progress. So thank you all for watching. Once again, if you guys are Dragon Ball fans, don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. If you guys are stoked for Dragon Ball Super episode 53, punch that like button right in the face, guys. Leave your thoughts down below. It's going to be very interesting to see Goku versus Zamasu, because in the preview, we get to see them fight, and we get to see, you know, Zamasu pretty much hold his own against Super Saiyan 2 Goku, which again was very, very interesting if you ask me. And we get to also see that Beerus and Whis were pretty much analyzing Goku's fight with Zamasu. So again, thank you all for watching. Once again, tune in for the breakdown, everybody. It's gonna be really, really awesome to see how Zamasu holds his own against Super Saiyan 2 Goku. But again, guys, tune in for the breakdown. We're gonna talk more of that. Post your comments down below so I can feature them in the next video. Lots of things to talk about, especially my rant coming up. Oh, it's gonna be good. Thank you all for watching once again, guys, and I'll be seeing you all later. Take it easy. Peace.